Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about calendars chapter, and I'm Divya. Um, this chapter is going to be very helpful for your placement preparations as well as some national talent search examinations and some general aptitude examinations. Okay, let us begin with the introduction now. All of us know that in a normal year there are 365 days and also there are 52 weeks. But 52 weeks will have 364 days because in a week there are 7 days, and 52 weeks into 7 days will actually give us 364 days. So I can say that normal year will have 52 weeks plus 1 day extra. I can split 365 as 364 plus 1 day extra. Similarly, when you take up a leap year, there will be 366 days. So I can say that in a leap year, there will be 52 weeks and 2 days extra. So these extra days, I call it using a different term, that is odd days. Okay. So what do you mean by odd days and how do you calculate odd days for any given days? Odd day also can be calculated for the months as well. It need not be for 1 year. For example, January has got 31 days, and I can say that 31 days will be equal to 4 weeks plus 3 days. What do you mean by 4 weeks? It is 4 sevens are 28. 28 plus 3 days. That is 31 days can be divided into 4 weeks exactly, but 3 days will be still left over with us. Similarly, in a February, if we consider a normal year, it will have 28 days, but 28 days is exactly 4 weeks. So here I can say there are no extra days. That means odd day will be 0. In a leap year, if you consider, then February will have 28 days. So I can say it will be exactly 4 weeks, but 1 day will be left over. That is 1 day extra, or 1 odd day will be there. Likewise, in April, we have got 30 days, which is 4 weeks plus 2 days extra, and so on. You can calculate for the months. Okay. Hence, what do you notice? Everywhere, how will I calculate odd day? Usually, I take the particular number. When I take 365 days, it will be 365 divided by 7. Okay, it gives us 52 as the quotient and 1 will be the remainder. Similarly, if you take up January, there will be 31 days. So 31 divided by 7 will give me quotient as 4 and the remainder will be 3. So to find odd day for any number, you just divide that number and consider only the remainder. Don't worry about the quotient here. You have to consider only remainder. So I have made it in bold. Please remember, you should always consider remainder only. And what are the points to remember? Let us see. See, in a normal century, that is for 100 years, there will be 24 leap and 76 normal years. Some of you might be getting a question why it is 24 leap and why it is not 25. I'll answer your question in a while. Anyway, in a normal century, assume that it will be 24 leap years and 76 normal years. And I've already told that every leap year will have 2 odd days and every normal year will have 1 odd day. So 24 leap year into 2 and 76 normal year into 1. So 24 twos is 48 and 76 ones is 76, which adds up to 124. So again, if you divide this number 124 by 7, you get some quotient which I am least bothered, but the remainder will be 5. Hence I can say in a normal century, that is for 100 years, it will give you 5 odd days. So don't worry about all these calculations. You just have to remember few points which I say. No need to worry about this. Just remember that 100 years will actually give you 5 odd days. 200 years will actually give you 3 odd days. 300 years will give you 1 odd day, and 400 years will give you 0 odd day. Okay, if you remember this 4 points, it is more than sufficient, and it is very simple. It is 5, 3, 1. It's just like odd numbers, and for 400 years you get 0 odd day. Another major point which you have to remember here is any multiple of 400, that is even the 800th year, 1200th year, 1600th year, the 2000, the year 2000, the millennium one. Okay, any multiple of 400, that century, it will have 0 odd day. So you have to remember this key point. If you remember this, the problem solving would become very simple. So what is actually a leap year? All of us know leap year occurs once in 4 years. And any year number which is divisible by 4, that particular year is known as a leap year. For example, 2015, it is not divisible by 4. First of all, it is odd. It is not divisible by 4. Hence, I can say it is not a leap year. The coming year, 2016, if you see, it is actually divisible by 4. 2016. 2016 is divisible by 4. And if you are thorough with the number system, the basic divisibility test, how do you check if a particular number is divisible by 4 or not? Just you have to take the last 2 digits. I'll tell more about that. So to be more specific, the years 1984, 1988, 2008, 2012, 2016, etc. are all leap years. See here, if you observe in 1984, 84 is actually divisible by 4, so hence it will be leap year. Again, the last 2 digits, 88 is divisible by 4, hence it will be leap year. The 08 is divisible by 4, and 12, 16 and so on, they are divisible by 4. So if the last 2 digits of that particular year is divisible by 4, all these numbers will be leap years. However, this is the major point which you have to note. Please note, however, all century years, that is multiple of 100, are not leap years. For example, 100, 200, 300, they are divisible by 4, because 4 into 25 will give you 100, 4 into 50 will give you 200 and so on. Even if they are divisible by 4, they are not considered as leap years. You might be wondering why this 100, 200, 1500, 1900, 2100. Suppose if you have your mobile phones or any tab with you, you can just check for 1900 or 2100. In that year, you won't have February 29th. That means they are not leap years. There will be only 365 days. So, but you might say the year 2000 was a leap year because all of us were born during that time, and we know it was a millennium as well as a leap year. Why is this confusion? Why should not we consider 100, 200 as non-leap, and what about 2000? Was it a leap or was it not a leap year? Why all this confusion? For that we have to know certain scientific facts, but it is not really required for the examination. Just to clear your doubt, I'll explain the scientific facts. Before that, I can say only those century years whose year numbers are divisible by 400 are leap years. For example, 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2400, they are all leap years. The other century years are not leap. Okay, so as I told you, we have to understand some scientific facts behind this. See, usually the earth doesn't take 365 days exactly to make one revolution around the sun. It actually takes 365.2422 days to complete one revolution. So we consider, for our calculation purpose, we cannot take so much of decimal. So we just consider a normal year to have just 365 days. But if you consider 365 days, will be shorter with 0.2422 days, okay, than the actual value. So what they did, they just added for 4 such normal years. If you add 0.2422 4 times, you end up with 0.9688, which is approximately 1. Okay, so to balance this error, the person called Julius Caesar, he suggested that 1 year in every 4 consecutive years. So in 4 years, 1 year should have 1 day extra, that is 366 days. So what happens now is, actually we were short of 0.9688 day, but we added up 1 complete day. Again, you actually end up with the error of 0.0312. We have taken this much in excess because we added 1 day in place of 0.9688 day. So again, this error was corrected by Pope Gregory 13. So what he suggested was the 3 leap years out of 400 years must be again converted back to normal years. So what they did was, as a convention, they converted the 100, 200 and 300. So they were supposed to convert 3 leap years back to normal years. So they chose 100, 200 and 300, and they were actually made leap, but they again converted it back to normal year, but they retained 400 as a leap year. This is all scientific facts which you need not bother, but only fact you should know that every century is not a leap year. Only the centuries which are divisible by 400, only they are leap year. So a century year is not a leap year unless it is divisible by 400. Other years are okay. Any other year, you just divide the last 2 digits by 4. If it is divisible, it will be a leap year. So now let us start some problem solving. First, I'll teach you the regular method which you come across in almost all the publications, all major publications. None of the publications actually teach you the shortcut, but I'll be giving you some cheat codes through which you can solve the calendar problem in less than 30 seconds or even better. So let me take an example. It's a very classic example found in almost all the books. So what day of the week did 15th August 1947 fall? So all of us know the significance of this day. India got independence. So let us find out on which day we actually got independence. So when I say 15 August 1947, it means we have completed 1946 years, 7 months and 15 days. The year 1947 is not complete, it is still running. According to this problem, we have not completed 1947 years. We have just completed 1946 years, 7 months, that is completely till July, and 15 days extra, that is till 15th August. So what we have to do is, first you split the 1946 as 1946. Okay. Again you split 1900 as 1600 plus 300. The reason is, I told you, every 100 years will have 5 odd days, every 200 years will have 3 odd days, every 300 years it will have 1 odd day, and 400 years it will have 0 odd day. Any multiple of 400 year also will have 0 odd day. So the 1600 years, it will have 0 odd day because it is a multiple of 400. And for 300 years, we have got 1 odd day, and I have told this already. So split it like this, and the remaining 46 years, we will have 11 leap years, because the nearest multiple of 4, which is very close to 46, is 44. Or you can do one thing, you have got 46 years divided by 4, you get 11 as the quotient, because 4 11s are 44, and remainder you just leave it, no problem. The quotient here is 11. So you will have got 11 leap years. That means 1904 was the leap year, 1908, 1912, 1916, all these, up to 1946 you get around 11 leap years. Therefore the remaining 46 minus 11 should be 35, which is 35 normal years along with 11 leap years. And as I have already mentioned, any leap year will have 2 days extra, 2 odd days, and any normal year would have 1 odd day. So from 11 leap years we get 11 2s are 22, and from 35 normal we get 35 1s are 35. And when you add 22 plus 35, we get 57 odd days. So you have to remember it. You have to remember the previous slide. Here we have got 0 odd day, 1 odd day, and this value 57 odd days. And we have to calculate even for the months, because we have completed till July actually. From January we got 31 days, which is 3 odd day. From February, in that year it was not a leap year. 1947 is not a leap year, so February will have 28 days, so 0 odd day. March 31 days, so 3 odd day. April 2 odd. May will be 3, June will be 2, again July will be 3. I know it's very boring, but I'll teach you the shortcut, so wait for some time. So August 15 is like 1 odd day. You should not consider 31 days in August, because we are finding the date exactly on 15th August. So we have completed only 15 days in August, so you should consider only 15. So it gives you 1 odd day. What are these odd days? Take any number, divide by 7, that should be the remainder. So all months taken together, you add up, you have got 17 days. Now let us total the odd days we have got. From 1900, which is 1600 plus 300, we got 0 plus 1, 1 odd day. And from 46 years, we have got 57 odd days. And from 1st Jan to 15th August, all months together, we have got 17 odd days. Now if I add everything, 1 plus 5 plus 17, it will become 75 odd days. Again, I can write 75 odd days as 10 weeks and 5 days extra, or you just take 75 divided by 7, you get some quotient as 10, remainder will be 5. Here the remainder is only important, so remainder is 5. So I can say the final answer is 5 odd days. And what you have to do with this number now? Suppose after doing so much of calculations, you end up with some number, and if that number is 0, that means that day was a Sunday. If that number is 1, that means that day was a Monday. 2 means Tuesday, 3 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 5 Friday, 6 Saturday, and so on. Therefore, 15th August 1947 was a Friday, since we ended up with 5 odd days. So even if you have not understood anything out of this regular method, please be happy, because shortcut is waiting for you. Are you ready for the shortcut? Fine. Now let me begin the shortcut. Before that, you have to know some cheat codes. These are the cheat codes. This is a 12-digit number which you have to remember it by heart if you have to solve this calendar problems quickly. 0, 3, 3, 6, 1, 4, 6, 2, 5, 0, 3, 5. They are the month codes. Okay. Anything for January it will be 0, anything for April it will be 6, anything for June it will be 4, anything for November it will be 3 again, anything for August will be 2, something like this. You have to remember this 12 digit by heart. I am sure it's not going to be so difficult. And this century code. What is century code I will explain, but still just make a note of this 4 digit 6420. If you get, actually you don't get it, but if at all you get any year from 1 to 99, put the century code as 6. So similarly 101 to 199, put it 4, 201 to 299, and just go through the table. Actually you don't get these numbers. So whatever I have highlighted here, this is very important, because all your placement test papers or any exam papers, it will give you some years in the range of 1901 to 1999. For example, when was Children's Day celebrated in 1965, or when is our next Republic Day celebrated, or they can give you some random date like what will be the date on 7th November 2025, something like this they can give you. Usually you fall in these two categories. Anything from 1901 to 1999, you just consider century code is 0, and anything after 2001 onwards, you take the century code as 6. So don't worry too much about whatever tables I have written, just you remember the last 2 points which I have highlighted. That is more than enough for you to solve the problems. So how to solve the problems now? It's a cyclic code actually. Now the method, you will have the date in actually DDMMYYY, but I have written it like this, it's okay. DD, that is the date. Whatever number you get there, you find out the number of odd days for that number, and for whatever month is there, you always have to write the month code, and the month code. This is the cheat code which you have to remember. Say if I give May, it should be 1. If I give you September, it should be 5. If I give you June, it should be 4. Something like that. So you have to consider the month code. And for year, you have to split it into 2 parts. The first 2 digits, for example, if it is 1963, what will be the century code? You know that anything from 1901 to 1999, it will be 0. Suppose if I give you 2015, so that time the century code you have to take it as 6. So that is a century code you have to take for the first half. The second half, that means the last 2 digits, you have to do 2 things. For the last 2 digits, first you have to calculate number of odd days. Then you have to calculate how many number of leap years which have passed. So let me take the same example of 15th August and see how quickly we will be able to solve it. For 15th August 1947, I told you for the first thing, you have to take, for this one, I told you have to take odd days. So 15 mod 7, it will give you one remainder, so one odd day. For August, the month code will be 2. And for 1947, anything which falls under 1901 to 1999, I told you should consider the century code to be 0. And for this last 2 digits 47, you have to do two things. First is finding the odd days. How will you find the odd day? 47 mod 7, that means 47 divided by 7, take the remainder, 7 6 are 42 and 5 remainder will come, so that is the number of odd days you have. And how many leap years would have come? How to calculate leap year? Just take 47 divided by 4 and consider the quotient. 47 by 4, the quotient will be 11 and remainder will be 3. We are not bothered about remainder in this case, we just consider the quotient. We have got 11 leap years in this 47 years. Now just add this. What is 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 11 plus 5? It will give you 19 as the answer. Again, what you have to do? You should take 19 mod 7, that is 19 divided by 7. Again you end up with the remainder as 5. 5 means it should be a Friday. See how simple it is. Again I will explain you. For the date 15, you have to consider number of odd days. For the month, you have to consider the month code, that is a cheat code which you remember. For the centuries, you have to consider the century code. It will be either 0 or 6 in most of the cases. And for 47, that is the last 2 digits, first thing you have to calculate odd days, next thing you have to calculate number of leap years. Add everything, you get some final answer. If the final answer is more than 7, divide by 7 and take remainder and make it some answer which is less than 7. So it gives you Friday as the answer. This is one tricky problem. So what is 26 January 2016? I have taken 2016 because it is a leap year and there is a small note point which you have to consider regarding leap year. 26 means it will give us 5 odd days because 7 3s are 21 and remainder will be 5. January, the cheat code, that is month code, will be 0. Anything after 2001, century code has to be 6. And the last 2 digits, first you have to consider number of odd days. How will you calculate 16? 16 divided by 7 will give you remainder as 2. So you will have 2 odd days. And how many leap years will come? Since 16 is there, what we will do is 16 by 4 is actually 4. So 2004 was a leap year, 2008 was a leap year, 2012 was a leap year, so 2016. So we got 4 leap years, but this is wrong. Why? When do we say leap year has come? That is when we actually cross February 29. We have actually crossed February 29 in the year 2004. And we have crossed Feb 29 in the year 2008 also, 2012 also. But have we crossed February 29 in 2016? Not yet. That means we are in 2016, but since we have not yet crossed the 4th leap year, you should not consider the number of leap years to be 4. You have to take it one less. That is, you have to consider 3. By chance, instead of 26 January, I'll give you something like June, December, September, March, or anything, any date after February 29, okay? Then you can easily consider there were 4 leap years. But before Feb 29, if you get any date in a leap year, you should consider 1 leap year short. That is, if you get 4 leap years by the answer, you just minus 1 and take 3. I hope you have understood this point. Only for leap years you have to be very careful, because if it is before Feb 29, you have to take 1 leap year less. And if it is anywhere after Feb 29 or even on the day of Feb 29, still you can consider 4 as the answer. But now in this problem you have to consider only 3. and you just add everything. 5 plus 0 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3 will give you 16. Again 16 mod 7 will give us 2, which is a Tuesday. You can even go to 26 January 2016 calendar in your laptop and just check if it is Tuesday or not. And okay, Valentine's Day, let us find out that too for a millennium year. See, if you carefully notice the century code which I taught you, I have not mentioned the year 2000, 1900, any century I have not mentioned. So, what to take for the year 2000? I have not mentioned any century code for the year 2000 here. So, what to take for that? So, what we should do is change it. Okay, don't take it for 2000 because for century years this shortcut is not working for all the problems. So just change it in the sense, make it either 14th February 1999 or make it 14th February 2001. So I'm just going to change it for 14th February 1999. Okay, let me calculate what day it was. So first of all, I have 14, that means 0 odd days. February means the month code is 3. 19, anything century code will be 0. And 99 odd day will be 1 because 99 divided by 7 you get remainder as 1. And how many number of leap years? Just divide 99 by 4. 99 by 4 will give you 24 as the quotient and 3 as the remainder. Skip the remainder, just consider the quotient. There were 24 leap years. Now you just add everything. You get exactly 28. 28 mod 7 will give you 0 as the remainder. 0 means it was a Sunday. But Sunday is not your answer because I didn't ask you the day on 14th Feb 1999. I asked you 14th Feb 2000. So from 1999 to 2000, one day will become extra because there is one odd day. So 14th Feb 2000 will be a Monday. But be very careful. Instead of February, if I would have given anything like March, April, June up to December, 2000, the year 2000 is actually a leap year. So anything before 29th February, just skip one day. Suppose we got Sunday here, just skip one day, make it Monday. If you would have got Wednesday, then skip one day and make this as Thursday or something. But if you get something like 14th March is so and so date in 1999, what is it going to be in the year 2000? Then you have to skip one more day. Okay, any date beyond Feb 28, skip one more day because it will be a leap year. Now you will be asked certain questions like if 5th January 2001 was a Friday, then what was the day on 25th December 2001? See, here 5th January 2001 was a Friday need not be actually true. We don't know. Sometimes, the question paper setter will just assume that some random date is this day and so on, and accordingly we are supposed to find the other date. So in our shortcut method, what we are supposed to do is, first you check whether 5th January 2001 is actually a Friday or not. Now let me calculate 5th January 2001. So 5 means 5 odd days only. Don't again divide by 7 and do. It is anyway less than 7. So take 5 only. January the month code is 0. Anything beyond 2000 and odd it is century code is 6. And the last 01 odd day will be 1 and there is no leap year. So if you add everything, you actually get Friday as the answer. So it is confirmed that 5th January 2001 was actually a Friday only. So I can actually find what was the date on 25th December 2001 now. Now for 25 we get 4 odd days and December we get month code as 5. Anything after 2000 something it is century code is 6. And the last two digits 01 will give you number of odd days as 1 and the number of leap years is 0 again. So when you add all these things you get 16. 16 mod 7 will be 2 and it should be a Tuesday. Okay. And now we'll see another variety which is same calendar problems. What is the same calendar problem? See this question now. Which year subsequent to 1993 had the same calendar as that of the year 1993? Is it 1999, 98, 2001, 97 and so on? And another similar question you have got, which year subsequent to 1990 had the same calendar as that of 1990? Okay, again you have got 4 options for that. So in a regular method, if you go through any book, it is a very lengthy procedure. So I'll give you the best shortcut method to solve this problem. You don't even need 10 seconds to get the right answer. What is the shortcut? See, if the given year is a leap year, okay, for example, they give you 2016, 1992 or 1964, anything, leap year if they give, just you add 28 to that. For example, if they give you which year, like 2000 had the same calendar, like which year? Okay, 2000 was a leap year, so just add 28. 2028. If you cross check the calendars of 2000 and 2028, they will be exactly similar. So you have to just add 28. Second point, if the given year is an year next to leap year next to leap year means 2001, 2005, 2009, they are all year next to leap year, because 2000 was a leap, 2001 will be year next to leap year, 2004 was a leap, 2005 will be year next to leap year. But don't consider 2015 as year next to leap year, it is a year before leap year. 2016 is leap, so 2017 would be year next to leap year and not 2015. So in such cases, for such numbers you have to add 6. And for any other years you just add 11. Any other year category like 2014, 2015, they fall under any other year category. They don't fall under leap year also, year next to leap year also. So for such years you just add 11. For example, 2015 falls under the third category. 2015 you add 11 to that, 2026. Now you go to your system and check 2015 and 2026. The calendars would be same. So now let's solve the problems which I gave you. First one, which year subsequent to 1993 had the same calendar of the year 1993 only? Is 1993 a leap year? Definitely not, because it is odd number first of all. So but is it a year next to leap year? That means 1992 was a leap year. That means 1993 is a year next to leap year. If it is year next to leap year, what you should do? You have to add 6. So just add 6 to 1993. What is your answer? Yes, 1999 should be the right answer. Fine. So next one, which year subsequent to 1990 had the same calendar as that of 1990 itself? So see, 1990, is it a leap year? No, because the last 2 digits is 90. It is not divisible by 4. Therefore, it is not a leap year. Is it a year next to leap year? No, because 1988 was the previous leap year. So 1989 would be the year next to leap year. Therefore, 1990 falls under others category. So whenever you get a year in others category, what you have to do, you just have to add 11. So 1990 plus 11 would give you what? 2001. So 2001 was your answer. One more question based on the same thing. Which year subsequent to 1984 had the same calendar of 1984? 1984, if you observe, it is actually a leap year, because the last 2 digits 84, it is divisible by 4. Therefore, you have to add what? 28. So what is 1984 plus 28? Obviously, you can see through the options and say the bigger number is 2012. So that has to be your answer. Okay, I think I was a little fast while explaining all this concept, but if you feel I'm fast, then please pause the video, watch it 2-3 times and do let me know your feedback, and you can just message me or comment on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/divyagowda.official. And if you have any request regarding any particular videos, like any chapter, time and work, time, speed, distance, simple interest, compound interest, or anything from reasoning section. If you have any particular queries or request, do let me know on this Facebook page. I'll be very happy to help you, and I will do those videos also. And if you want some more problems to be solved on calendars also, I'll be doing it. So just you can mention your views in the comment section, and thank you for watching this. Have a nice day.